Welcome to another episode, everyone. Things are heating up over the incident with Wack 100 and the individual Moose Man, the Hispanic from up north, there on No Jumper. This individual here, an OG from El Monte, says that Moose Man is a disgrace to the Rasa over what happened there with Wack 100. Individuals on OG's case too say he needs to get off of the internet. I read some of the comments. But let's get into it. He's going off on Moose Man here for letting Wack 100 press him there on No Jumper.
Mr. Wack 100 found himself another victim to mark up on his wall. You know what I'm saying? A second individual that peed himself. Mr. Moose was going back and forth bickering with Wack, but you could see Wack has obviously he's with the business. He's been through LA County Jail. Now, if he'd been through the county jail during the time when I was doing time, he's been through them wars. Okay, so he has a certain animosity towards Raza. Okay, straight up. I really don't know much about this individual other than that he made fucking Blue Devil pee on himself at one time. They said it was staged, but it wasn't staged because the way Wack went off on this fool, trust and believe, that vato Mr. Moose, straight fucking, not only did he piss on himself, he shitted on himself. It's a fucking disgrace. I already knew this vato was soft. Just the way he was interacting with Wack, you know, taking that verbal abuse from Wack and all that. It's similar to the other guy, the one that I seen pee on himself. Just this guy really pulled his own covers. He actually, everybody could speculate the way it was set up. Who knows? Maybe he didn't know that Wack was going to be there, but I kind of believe that he did. Wack, fucking Jumper set it up. Wack didn't know. Wack wasn't aware of it. Wack would have beat the dog shit out of that fool Moose. Moose is a straight fucking cream puff. What's his name? Blue Devil. He said he went in there with fucking John Cena shorts and shit. He did, didn't he? You could see the expression on Wack's face, man, when they brought in that fucking Moose guy, the honorary norteño. My goodness, I wouldn't even claim that vato as being a norteño. If I was from up north, I would be heated. You know what I'm saying? And Wack was calling him a bitch N. You know what I mean? The word that I don't like to use, people. You bitch N. You bitch N. That fool should have straight took off on Wack. Straight up. You know what I mean? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why? Because he added that extra little word, it was okay? No, he called you a straight bitch. Straight up. So that's exactly what you were. But like I said, people, this fool right here, straight pissed and shit on himself. He's not about that life. You guys really got to start evaluating who you're doing business with, because to set Wack up like that, knowing that he's a gangster and he's hot-headed like that, whether he be with it or not, only he knows. But the situation could have got really bad. You know what I'm saying? From what I've seen, that vato Moose, someone claimed, yeah, well, what happened if he would have had a gun, a fusca, or a knife? That fool wouldn't have used it. Come on now. He got scared over the fucking fool, over the phone reaction. You guys didn't see that? It's similar to the other cat. You know what I mean? Wack pumped fear in his heart. Mr. Wack 100 found himself another victim to mark up on his wall. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's the OG from El Monte. Now, as I said, you know, I'm not going to go through the comments, but some of his own people were not happy with this post. This is on Instagram, and they were not happy, saying that, I'm not going to use the word that was used in the comments. They said he was taken up for Wack 100, called him a racial epithet, Wack 100, the M word, Mayak. So you take it up for this FOH, which is, F out of here. Taking up for some of them saying, oh, gee, you need to go sit down, get off the internet. You always on the internet talking about somebody, this and that. So I don't know. They on this old dude, but he's just said what he said. I'm curious to know what you all think in the comments. I don't know. I don't think that incident with Wack 100 and Moose Man is going to start anything, because Moose Man is not even a gang member or any of that. He made that clear that he's not a gang member. He's just a non-affiliate from up north, not a norteño. He's just from up north. So not that means anything, because he is still their people. He's still Hispanic or what have you. He made that clear, and we all know that and can see that. So if they wanted to make an issue out of it, I don't know, but I don't see anyone making an issue out of it. Some individuals saying that it was staged, that it was content. I don't think so. Wack 100, Wack 100 said that it was not staged, that everything is not content. He did not see that coming. It was staged with Adam 22 and Moose. Like Moose obviously knew he was coming to No Jumper on that day to sit down with Wack, and Adam knew. They had already discussed it or whatever. But Wack 100 is saying that he did not know. So it was not a setup on his part. It was not a play. That he did not know that this individual was coming, that he was dead serious when he said that he did not want to podcast with him, that he had an issue with him. And so his reaction was an authentic one when the dude come pulling up, staring at him and all of that. Moose Man. But I don't know. So the OG here says that Moose Man peed his pants and that he should have took off on Wack. That, he said that Wack 100 is with the business because he's been to the LA County Jail and this and that, and said that Wack has a particular disdain, if you will, or hatred or whatever word he used because of what he's been through in prison. Some of the same things that Lefty Gunplay was saying and some of these other individuals that have been through the system that, you end up becoming sort of racial because everything is so divided there in the system, racially divided. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. OG is on the dude. He says that he's no good, that Moose Man is no good for letting Wack 100 do that to him. But he doesn't live by any street code anyway. He doesn't live by any street rules, Moose Man. He's not a gang member. As I say, he doesn't gang bang. So he probably doesn't care what the OG has to say. But this is the OG from El Monte. And apparently he's on Instagram a lot. Hot Wheeler Media is his Instagram. Yeah, Hot Wheeler Media. And he speaks out on certain stuff, apparently, particularly as it relates to the Rasa, if you will. That's the headline there. That's how he termed it. So he says that Moose Man is a disgrace. Do you all agree? I'm curious to know what the Rasa thinks. If they took, the conflict between Moose Man and Wack 100 personal. Some of the things Wack 100 was saying, I don't mess with Mexicans, man, I don't play like that, and this and that. Do y'all feel like Moose Man should have took off on Wack 100, like this OG is saying? Do y'all feel like he got marked out and, he peed his pants? Or do you feel like it was just content? It's not a big deal. The man doesn't gang bang. He said that. We don't expect him to do anything other than what he did. I'm just curious as to what you all think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.